Steve Perry's new album, Traces, is coming out October 5th. Plus, got some interviews coming up tomorrow. And let's take a look at that album cover. What does that all mean? We'll talk about that coming right up. Welcome back to another episode, everybody. This is Gary Stuckey. We're talking about Steve Perry and Journey and all that good stuff. And a lot of that Steve Perry news going on. And new album out, of course, you've heard about it already. Tell all your friends. New album release from Steve Perry coming out on October the 5th. And it's called Traces. Be sure to get that album. And it's going to be good. Interviews coming tomorrow with Eddie Trunk from 1 to 3 Central Time, 2 to 4 Eastern. Also, over in San Francisco, Alice Radio 97.3 is going to have an interview from 8 to 10 Pacific Time tomorrow morning. So 2 interviews going on. Thank you, Charlie Reese, for that, and also Brandon Thomas for your info that you've been sending. Appreciate that. And KG over on Twitter. Appreciate you. So Steve Perry, new music, exciting stuff. But let's talk about that album cover. Have you looked at it? The new album, you've seen it online. If you haven't already, go ahead and screenshot it or do something. Download it to your computer or your phone and look at that thing. It's a beautiful picture, but it means a lot. It has some symbols there. So I figured we'd take a look at some of those and maybe you could figure out some things and you tell me what you see. But let's take a look at that album. Okay, you may need some glasses or you need to blow this up, but notice Steve Perry, the crown of thorns that surrounds his name, plus the cross in Steve and the T there. Also notice the doves above his name with the olive branches, and then it's a circle which represents, like infinity, and also like a wheel in the sky. And then to the left of there, you see a phoenix, and it looks like these flowers are turning into phoenixes in a circular motion. And phoenix means to rise up out of the ashes. That's what it symbolizes. And I believe it was on the Trial by Fire album, which is symbolic. Then you go down to the bottom, and you see a guitar. It looks like Neil Sean's guitar. And on top of that, you see a dove with an olive branch, meaning peace. And then to the right of that, you see a journey symbol with the infinity. You see keyboard parts at the bottom of that too, on either side of the guitar, representing Jonathan Cain. To the left of the guitar, there's a wine bottle, it looks like, with snakes around it. Somebody with alcohol problems, it sounds like. To the far right, you see a puppy, possibly Kelly's puppy that she had. There's a woman, looks like a stripper type woman. I don't know, that might represent something in the past, I guess. And then there's Steve standing in the red coattails facing the other way, looking back, with his back to the past and going forward, it seems. So that's just some of the ideas, what I got so far, and I'm sure there's some other representations, but it looks like this has a lot to do with Journey and tie-ins of the past. Just my speculations and some ideas that I have. But anyway, Steve Perry's new album, October 5th. It's called, what's it called? Traces. You got it. That's right. It's coming out October 5th, and check out those interviews, and I'll have more info about that coming up tomorrow. Hey, this is Gary Stuckey. Don't stop believing in Steve Perry, Journey, none of that. God bless you. See you later.